Section 6 of the Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, Volume 2. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Anne Boulay. The Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, Volume 2, by Horatio Nelson. Letters from Alexander Davidson, Esquire, to Lady Hamilton. Letter 1, 1804. My dear Madam, I have, equally with yourself, felt extremely uneasy all night, thinking on the letter, which is a very serious one, and until we receive our next dispatches, I shall still feel every day more and more anxious. I rely on that kind Providence, which has hitherto sheltered him under every danger, upon the occasion. He was on the eve of engaging, for protection and preservation. It is, indeed, an anxious moment. I have long thought, a plan was in agitation regarding the Toulon fleet being given up, but, whether it was in contemplation at the period the last letter was written, I know not. I am rather disposed to think otherwise. The next packet will explain the whole, and, I trust, will relieve our minds of that burden, hardly supportable at the present. I shall this evening go quietly into the country, and return to town about noon tomorrow, as I require air and a little relaxation, for I am actually overpowered with business. Yours most truly, Alexander Davidson. Thursday morning. Letter 2, 1804. My dear Madam, yesterday I wrote to you just in time to save the post, but whether that letter or even this reach you, I have my doubts. If they do not, you only have yourself to blame, for I cannot, for the soul of me, make out the name of the place. You have been in such a hurry when writing it that it really is not legible, and I do not sufficiently know Norfolk to guess at it. I did yesterday, as I shall this, imitate your writing, leaving it to the post-office gentleman to find it out. I acquainted you that I would take care to obey your wishes, and hold back your check on Coutts and Company, till such time as it would be convenient to yourself, and you tell me to send it for payment. Your mind may be perfectly at ease on that score, as indeed it may in everything in which you have to do with me, though we do, now and then, differ a little in trifles, but not in essentials, having only one object in mind, that of the comforts and ultimate happiness of our dear, your beloved Nelson, for whom, what would you or I not do? What a world of matter is now in agitation! Everything is big with events, and soon, very soon, I hope to see, what I have long desired, and anxiously been waiting for, an event to contribute to the glory, the independency, of our Nelson. I still hope, ere Christmas, to see him. That hope founded on the darling expectation of his squadron falling in with a rich Spanish flotilla. I think, too, that the French fleet will now come out. I have written to our dear friend every information I have been able to collect, and have sent him a continuation of all the newspapers. It affords me particular pleasure to hear you feel so happy in Norfolk. How is it possible it can be otherwise? Seated as you are, in the midst of the friends of your best friend, enjoying every kindness and attention in their power to show to the favourite of their brother. I shall be very much rejoiced, when you come back, to talk over very interesting objects which our dear friend will now have to pursue. My best respects to your fireside, and believe me, most sincerely yours, Alexander Davidson. Letter 3, Saturday, 22nd of September, 1804. My dear Madam, ever obedient to your lawful commands, I have implicitly obeyed your orders, in the purchase, this morning, of Messrs. Branscombe and Company, 4-quarter lottery tickets, number 593, 10,376, 14,381, and 20,457. Each, I hope, will come up prize, and be entitled to receive, at least, on the whole, £20,000. I paid £18 8 shillings for them, and have written upon the back of each, Property of Lord Nelson, 22nd of September, 1804, A.D. When I have the pleasure of seeing you, I shall deliver the trust over to you, to receive the bespoken said sum of £20,000. What a glorious receipt will it be! I am glad you received my letters, though I could not make out the name of the place. The post office runners are expert at it. What do you say to a Spanish war? I think now the breeze begins to freshen, and that the flames, at last, will succeed. I sent off last night a very long epistle to our dear Nelson. I am truly distressed at his not receiving my letters, though I can pretty well guess how to account for it, and in whose hands they were detained. Experience teaches us how better to guard against similar misfortunes, and, in future, I shall be cautious to whom I give my letters. So that I know the hero of heroes is well, I care the less about letters, knowing that writing, delivering, and receiving them, will not, either in him or me, make the least alteration, or lessen our attachment or affection. I am pleased to see how happy you are in Norfolk. I wish you may not find it so fascinating that the arrival of Lord Nelson at Merton would not induce you to quit the country. I beg you will make my best respects acceptable to every friend, real, of that invaluable man, Lord Nelson. Yours most truly, Alexander Davidson. End of section 6.